Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Washington have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Jason Hall, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Ray Adams. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Ray Adams.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Row. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Number 10 is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Standing in, Chris Davis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's up and in for ball 1. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count pitch home. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Bryce Harper, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Davis ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Into the box, Marcos Figueroa, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Harper stands at second with 2 gone. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Ready with the 2-0. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The set and the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
At the plate, Derek Trejo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Ready with the 1-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
The payoff pitch. Slow roller left side. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Luis Calderon, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, That ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Freddie Santiago is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch to third. Oh, look at Castellanos in time, and that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Oh. 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Digging in, Travis James. From the stretch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
A 1-1. There goes the runner. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
The 1-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kevin Kiermaier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting it, the catcher, Kenny Watley.
Now batting, Kenny Watley. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Watley, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his first year at the big league level. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Luis Calderon.
To the plate now, Luis Calderon. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Dave Bowie. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Greenberg.
Into the box now, Adam Greenberg, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Greenberg swings a very capable bat against left-handed arms like this, even though he doesn't usually show a ton of power. He does put the bat on the ball, however, and of course his plus speed helps him pick up a lot of hits.
Yeah, and that's what I love about him. He knows his skill set, and he stays within himself and doesn't try and do too much. He understands what he's capable of, hits the ball on the ground, line drives, maybe a gapper for a triple, and puts the defense on their heels.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. The second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A pitch out, the throw, and they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base. The 1-0. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Trejo onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting set. Not shortstop. Charles Cruz.
So digging in now, Charles Cruz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh. 1-0.
The 1-0. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Outside. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ready with the 3-0. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. From the stretch. In there at the letters. 1-2 now. Pedroia behind it a bit as he grounds this one to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Top of the third set to get underway. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Ray Adams. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
1-1.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Nick Castellanos now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
This is to left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. third home run for him on the year, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's Chris Davis now,
number 19.
as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Not close. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Harper.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Marcos Figueroa swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And there's ball 2 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Popped him up. Cruz calls for it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's 2-0 Washington.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And in large part, they do it with their legs. Entering the day, they are tops in the majors in stolen bases. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to offensive production, but as one player told me, we apply pressure with our speed. It's not just steals. We have the ability to stretch hits into doubles and triples, so I think we're in scoring position more than most other clubs. That makes sense, and it's working for them. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here comes the first pitch. Jason Hall is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And he takes strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Santiago. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So now to the plate, Ryan Buckner, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The 1-1. Swing and a blooper to the right side. In there, a base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Travis James is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. First time up, he went down looking. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Dave Bowie, fouled away. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Nats offense with Washington's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Derek Trejo.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Count even now at 1-1. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So one away here with the bases empty, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Pitch on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
That's on the outer edge. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
The catcher, number 2, Kenny.
And now for Washington, Kenny Watley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Made him look silly with that one.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Okay.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The pitcher, number 31.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in now, Luis Calderon. No balls and a strike to count. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2. Towards second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nationals leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Adam Greenberg.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Here he comes on 2-0.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Charles Cruz.
Ready for another chance? Charles Cruz. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now here it comes. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. No runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And 2-2.
2-2.
Popped up. Davis in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're still down. It's 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Ray Adams. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. Popped up. Bowie has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. The 1-2. Slow little grounder left side. And that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis at the plate now. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Here it comes. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now, Dustin Pedroia. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
At the plate now, Jason Hall. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The center fielder, number 27, Freddie Santiago.
Ready once again, Freddie Santiago. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Buckner. He's set, and the pitch. Line to the right side. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Into the box now, Travis James, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Dave Bowie, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The pitch.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
The 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in, Marcos Figueroa comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
So now to the plate, Derek Trejo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
A bouncer to the left side. The tag gets one. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Bowie is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Adam Greenberg, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The left fielder,
First offering on its way.
Greenberg.
The windup and the 0-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The right fielder, number 18.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
That's popped up. Adams has a play. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Charles Cruz.
Coming to the plate now, Charles Cruz. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Walter Slayton is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 28.
Sito Suzuki will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 24. Sito Suzuki.
First delivery to him on the way. Kenny Watley is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here it comes. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Still even at 2-2. Here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Luis Calderon as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Greenberg is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ray Adams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ray Adams 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. This one's down to third. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. A ball and a strike. It's 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Swung on and missed as Pedroia's retired for the first out.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
To the plate now, Sito Suzuki. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And this is hit hard to the right side.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Albert Varela will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Albert Varela.
Freddie Santiago will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really...
And they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Varela is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. Our score remains 2-1. Rick Dietz has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
On a very undisciplined swing there. It's 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Buckner is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now
look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Digging in once again, Chris Davis. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. One and one to count. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Bryce Harper. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it 2-1. William Yang is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 26, William Yang.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman Ryan Buckner.
Ryan Buckner.
The pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And it's quickly 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Out of play off to the right. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping up now, Travis James. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Trejo onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman, Dave Bowie.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Dave Bowie. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. In the air to straightaway right. On the move is Harper. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Now to the plate, Adam Greenberg, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back toward the mound. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And he'll make it to third base safely with only one out as the go-ahead run.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Andy Fleer takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Pablo Sandoval will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pablo Sandoval.
Popped him up. Castellanos in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it.
Now batting, shortstop, Charles Cruz.
Now at the plate, Charles Cruz. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. First things first, here's the throw over. But the runner's back easily. From the stretch. Fleer, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The set and the 1-0. Hit softly on the ground to third. Reined in. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. 9th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Jesse Padilla will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Defensively for the Cubs. Now playing first base.
Bennett Miklas will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 29, Bennett Miklas.
So striding in, Marcos Figueroa. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Figueroa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit sharply on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
At the plate, Derek Trejo. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Padilla is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 2-0 to the National center fielder. Miklas stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santiago is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 2, Kenny Watley.
Now at the plate, Kenny Watley. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Lifted down the line in left. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 1 left for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Dustin Pedroia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air to shallow center. On the move is Kiermaier, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Into the box now, Sito Suzuki. And they pitch out here, but no movement from Pedroia. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. Popped him up. Watley over to his right. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 27, Freddie Santiago.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Freddie Santiago. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The first baseman, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Into the box now, Jesse Padilla will swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
No balls and 1 strike. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And they won't get him. It's a stolen base for Pedroia. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Travis James, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Jose Altuve is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Jose Altuve.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The 0-1.
Nope, that's away.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And no one will get this one. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Ray Adams comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the 0-1. Fastball well outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So stepping in, number 10. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout because that's not easy to do.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The first baseman, Chris Davis.
Standing in, Chris Davis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Popped up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Richie Matson comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Richie Matson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dave Bowie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Grounder down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
Stepping in now, Adam Greenberg runs up and gets this one down. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
The pitcher, Bennett Miklas, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this is scooped away and stays foul, so now the question becomes what to do with 2 strikes. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Shortstop, Charles Cruz.
Now at the plate, Charles Cruz. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, the second baseman, Dustin.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Dustin Pedroia, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is down. And that should do it. And the Wrigley faithful will be in full roar. The Cubs will walk off a winner.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Cubbies pick up win number 20 on the year. Bennett Miklas gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.